Welcome back, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for clicking into this video. If you're new around here, then reach out and hot tag that subscribe button. Thank you for everyone that has done so far. Please help this channel grow. We're nearly there. We're getting there. Let's talk about AEW Dynamite. And I will say this off the bat, I did enjoy some of these matches on this show. I did enjoy parts of this show. Other parts, not so much. Mainly the world title match, the main event, because it's just Jon Moxley. I'm not a Jon Moxley fan. Omega, first match back in AEW. Really good. I enjoyed it. Versus Brian Cage. Okay, they could have told a better story for the return of Kenny Omega. I do agree with that. But this was alright. I didn't mind it. He wins the match. Callis Family attack. In comes Kyle Fletcher. They beat down Omega. Ospreay makes the save. Takeshita returns. Beats down Ospreay and Omega. Leave them lame. Callis Family is strong. And this is probably heading for some sort of tag team match at some point. Probably in Australia. That makes sense. Takeshita and Fletcher versus Ospreay and Omega. I'm there for that. I'll watch that one. I don't mind that. I enjoy most of those guys. Those four guys are really talented. Really talented. If they had direction, if they had someone who knew what they're doing, oh my God, this roster would cook. If Tony had some foresight and got out of the way and put someone in charge that actually knew how to book, get people over, tell stories, oh my days. MVP wants to get back in the ring. Here comes another old WWE guy. Gotta love it, haven't you? They're all taking over. Then we had the Learning Tree in a New York minute. Ooh, everything could change in a New York minute. Ooh, if Tony gets a brain in a New York minute. Ooh, he might step out the way in a New York minute. Ooh, then his company could cook again. Do you know what I mean? And what is he doing? Collision. 12-man tag. Why are the Learning Tree? Why are they teaming with the Death Riders? Someone out there, make that make sense. No one can. Not even Chris Jericho could. I enjoy the Learning. I know a lot of people don't. I think they're hilarious. Brian Keith. One-liners are brilliant. Just the facials of Big Bill crack me up. And Jericho is so cheesy. It's funny. He makes me giggle. The only thing I can see is the Death Riders turning on the Learning Tree. That's the only thing I can see happening here. Anyway, Hurt Syndicate defeated Mark Briscoe, who was teaming with, I think, a couple of job guys. You know, yeah, just local lads. What? Really? No. That couldn't have been. That couldn't have been the World Tag Team Champions. No, they wouldn't have. They wouldn't have jobbed out their World Tag Team Champions like that. Oh my days, they did it, didn't they? I mean, I know Hurt Syndicate shouldn't even be on this show. They are too good for this show. They are levels above every single person on this roster. That is a fact. But they made Private Party look like a couple of local lads. A couple of guys coming in to eat the pin, do the 1, 2, 3, take the job, take the money and go home. Oh my god, a couple of enhancement talents. That's what I thought they looked. That's what they look like. And Briscoe just thought he was there for the bants. I mean, Mark Briscoe is good. But the Briscoe brothers were great. And every time you see Mark Briscoe, you're just reminded, aren't you? And it's sad. You're reminded of how great they were. I'm happy that Mark Briscoe is in AEW. I really am. I really am. But they're not doing him any favours. They're really not. He's just being jobbed out left, right and centre. Great cat. They could have some really. They could have had good, great storylines for this guy, but they decided not to go that way. What I did enjoy, another segment I did enjoy was the Ricochet Swerve segment. How about that? How about that? What we saw some last time? Good follow-up. And we're hiding the negatives of Ricochet, aren't we? And that's what we should be doing, and accentuating the positives. Ricochet didn't say a lot because there's no point, because the guy is garbage when it comes to cutting promos. He comes to the ring, scissors in the pocket, dressed to the nines, looking great. One line. Fantastic. What was that? A picture speaks 1,000 words. Points to the screen. Picture of him attacking Swerve. Fantastic. Music hits. Distraction. From behind. Nana. Steel chair. Good. Here comes Swerve to get some revenge. And you know Swerve is a sick motherfucker, so he's got something sick planned. So, yeah. He comes to the ring. Fuck's sake, man. I'm getting text messages all over the place. Hang on 1 second, sorry. There we go. Yeah, so he comes to the ring. Looking to get some revenge. And Ricochet escapes. And I like this as well. I loved how Ricochet got away. Bursts out the door, the fire exit, into the cold air, into the night of Cincinnati. And runs away in the snow. That was really good. I didn't mind that at all. What I didn't like... And what no one is enjoying, let's have it right. It's Jeff Jarrett and MJF, isn't it? I mean, I've always been a Jeff Jarrett fan. I've enjoyed his work over the years. And big MJF fan as well, as you can probably tell. But they've just dropped the ball with MJF. How they manage that is phenomenal. The guy should be a world champion. The guy should be on top. People should be chasing him for the title and he should be getting away by the skin of his teeth. Instead, we're having to put up with John fucking Moxley. And Jeff Jarrett as world champion would be lovely, but it's 2025 and his roster is stacked with so much talent. It would be a crime. People would need to go to prison. People would need to be arrested. Charges would need to be filed. Life sentences handed out. Because there is so much other talent that really needs that world title to be in the world title picture right now, other than Jeff Jarrett. And that is the truth. He should be nowhere near the title picture. He should be nowhere near MJF. If the person in charge had a clue, he would know that, and we wouldn't be seeing this. This whole thing was shockingly bad. From start to finish. Hook defeated Cage via DQ after Sabin and Wayne interfered. The match was so boring. Boring! They attacked Hook after the match. It looked like Taz, who's back on commentary, along with Schiavone and Excalibur. Oh! They are the worst commentators in the history. In the history of profession. I don't care. Excalibur, Schiavone are the two worst commentators in the history of professional wrestling. They are awful. Taz is alright. I don't mind Taz. If you had Ricochet and Taz, would have been fine. Yeah, had Excalibur. You're going to go choke him out. What the fuck was that? Oh, and Taz looked like he was going to get in the ring, and then the music plays and Samoa Joe returns, and that was hilarious. Watching Sabin and Wayne trying to attack Samoa Joe. It was like two kids jumping over their uncle. Uncle Joe's come to play, kids. That's what it looked like. Two kids playing with a grown-up. Toni Storm won the most boring gauntlet match ever. No one cared about, no reaction to, no, because there's no storyline. There is no reason. Toni has given us no reason to care about any of these women. The way they have been treated, the way they have been mishandled, the way the whole women's division has just been forgotten about is a crime. The whole women's division is a joke. The storylines from start to finish. And you've got some real talent there. Mismanaged completely. Then we get the main event. Jon Moxley versus Powerhouse Hobbs. And what was the point? Another loss for Hobbs. What a surprise. And he's going to go back to where he was. What should happen, of course, is Hobbs tears through the entire Death Riders, destroys the whole faction, and goes back after Mox and gets that title in the end. But that won't happen. He will go back to being the same old Powerhouse Hobbs we have had for the past 5 years. Why would we think anything? Why should we think any different? You haven't given us any reason to think any different, Toni. Poor Powerhouse. It's a crime, man. The guy is a star. Look at him. He's a monster. He should be in NXT, man. Any one of these guys on this roster needs to leave and jump ship to NXT right now. It is Powerhouse Hobbs. Imagine him versus Obafemi. That would hit hard. That'd be fantastic. Powerhouse Hobbs would be so much better off as far away from AEW as possible. And same goes for a lot of these guys on this show. They have got so much time. Like I said at the beginning, if they had someone who knew what they were doing, how to book, how to tell stories, they would cook. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.